I'm very disappointed, obviously. It's something that is more than within my capabilities of doing. Unfortunately, it just didn't come together on the day. It's the second Olympics now that I've finished in the 13th spot. It's the second Olympics now that I've requested to have my coach with me and was denied. I've been sitting in the village for 2.5 weeks, essentially practicing on my own because I was denied the privilege of not having my coach get an accreditation so that he could at least have access to the training facilities. Oh man, I'm so sick and tired. So sick and tired. It's frustrating, and it's for everything that I've done so far for this nation of Jamaica and what I've done for throws in Jamaica. You would think that the least I could get is the respect that I feel like I deserve in a way that, give me that privilege. Give me what all of my competitors have. And it's tough going into a competition when mentally you wish things were different. Like I said, I don't think it's anything that I was physically not able to do. It's like I said, it's just frustrating having to deal with an organization that has no respect for the field events in Jamaica. Two organizations who have I feel like I don't think understanding is the word. I just think it's a lack of regard or a lack of respect. And it's so ironic that the only gold medal we have gotten so far has not come from the track. It has come from a thrower. And we are the most marginalized group within Jamaica track and field. And it needs to stop. It's frustrating. It's very frustrating to watch everyone out there, having everything that they need to their comfort. And man, I don't know. It's very frustrating, and it's very heartbreaking also. Like most of the medals that we have got so far has come from field events, and we are the most looked down on event in Jamaica track and field. And they keep forgetting it's not just track. It is called track and field. You need to invest more, whether it be time or effort, into making sure that all of your athletes are comfortable. I was not comfortable. 2.5 weeks in the village and I had no coach. It's frustrating. You're talking about almost 365 days of training, and just like that, I was robbed of that opportunity to be in that final, and I know that it is something that I was more than capable of doing. 2.5 weeks. And I don't want anyone to, but you could have done video call. It's not that simple. You're talking about someone that's not just your coach. He's my moral support. He's my massage therapist. The things that I need to do on the day of competition, I was not able to do today because all those things required my coach to be there, and he was not there to help me get through that process. I had to do everything, all of it by myself. You understand me? And it's frustrating. I'm so sick and tired of it. It's almost like an uphill battle. I'm so frustrated and sick and tired of this because it needs to stop. They need to do better. Both organizations. I'm not saying one or the other. They're both responsible in this situation, and they both need to take accountability because it cannot continue like this. If we're going to continue to grow field events in Jamaica, they need to do things differently. Something needs to change, or else it's going to continue to be like this.
Trackies, as you can hear, that is the voice of a fed up and frustrated and over it Daniel Thomas Dodd of the system in Jamaica, run by two organizations, the J3s and the JOA, indicating that as an athlete that is a part of the field events, they get no priority in terms of ensuring that they will be able to compete at their best. And to be able to compete at their best, what is required? Well, their coach. They are required to have their coaches with them there to assist them in every step of the way so that they can pull out their best performance at this global stage. And for the second Olympic Games running, she has not been able to get her coach accreditation. And as far as I'm concerned, track is this one hit me hard. It hit me deep because I remember a couple days ago, I saw a distraught Lamara Distin. She represents Jamaica in the high jump. And when she realized that she was not able to make it to the final, she broke down in tears. You could see her holding her head in frustration and disbelief that I'm actually at this particular point in time at the Olympic Games and not able to give my best because yet again the administration let her down because her coach as well was not given accreditation to be there. So they wasted pretty much 2.5 weeks at the Olympic Village, training themselves practically, training themselves. And I remember after the women's high jump final, Lamar Distin, expressed her dissatisfaction again online, given the fact that the distances or the heights that these athletes jumped, she could have very well been capable of getting there and putting Jamaica on the medal podium again in an event that we've not gotten a medal in, creating some more history for Jamaica. Remember, we've been creating history in the field events. We're talking about the gold medal, the discus throw event, and the Olympic medal in general, and the gold, and Olympic record. We're talking about Roger Stoner, and then we go to Rajendra Campbell creating some history in the shot put. Again, more history, never before a medal, and we got one. We got the bronze medal. Shanika Ricketts as well, never before an Olympic medal, a silver in the triple jump. So much history has been created at this Olympic Games for our field events athletes, and they're still not getting their appreciation, still not getting the recognition, and they still are suffering. When I talk about Rajendra Campbell, as well, reaching out to the J3As for assistance and getting none, on the verge of quitting because he has to be taking up part-time jobs to be able to support himself, right? And if it was not for the loved ones that forced him to say, hey, stick with it, you're going to get some results out. And imagine on this global stage, he walked away with a bronze medal when he was on the verge of quitting as well. I think that Danielle Thomas Dodd has voiced all their dissatisfaction and concerns right here. She has pretty much let the world know that, listen, it's not just track and field, and she's letting Jamaica know it's not just track, sorry, it is track and field, and we need the love, we need the support. And I want to say this also for the fans, because I cover a lot of collegiate sports. I cover the same Roger Sona that walked away with the discus throw, and I do recall when I do videos on these athletes to highlight how superb they're competing, collegiately. Y'all don't watch, you guys do not watch as well. So pretty much the fans, are setting the example, and then the administration is looking and saying, well, nobody doesn't really care about these people, so let's just ignore them and keep it pushing. So I want the fans to ensure that they support the athletes, support their efforts here, right? And in turn, the organization will be forced to also support the athletes as well. So support them. And the J3S JOA, as a matter of fact, when I think about the fact that when, Roger won his discus gold, the first person me seen a picture at the JOA president, I was in disbelief. I was in disbelief. The same JOA president that doesn't want to support the athletes and wants to disseminate all the money that's supposed to go to track and field elsewhere. You know what I mean? When in reality, the reason you have this money in the first place is because of track and field. And I know you all are going to tell me, well, the other sports need support as well. Sure, I agree that the other sports needs support as well. But the baseline is that without track and field, the JOA would not be where they are today. So they need to ensure that whatever the track and field athletes need to support themselves, it's covered fully. No questions asked. When they talk about having their coaches there for support, they need to make sure that they get their accreditation. Whatever else they need for support, they need to make sure that the athletes are maintained properly so that one less stress is on their brain to go out there and perform to the highest level. Look at our medal table right now, as Danielle Thomas that clearly showed. A be a field events, a one track medal we get so far. A be a field events athletes, I do it right now. And you mean to tell me the story, time and time again, from all these athletes is the same across every single field event that we saw here? It's the same story. It is the same story. I feel her pain, and I just want Danielle to know that we support her wholeheartedly, and I just want the whole Jamaica to stand behind our athletes. And when they're telling you that it's hard, they need support. Yeah, we have to hold the J3As accountable. We have to hold the JOA accountable and ensure that they do their job, or they shouldn't be there. At this point, off with their heads, as far as I'm concerned, off with their heads. Time and time again, we get to this point and we're seeing more and more, issues come to the fore, and we don't see anybody. We don't see any accountability. There's no accountability to this day. by anyone that is sitting in these powers. No one is stepping down. No one is saying I should have been able to do this. No, all they're saying is I'm doing my job. I'm doing my job. What job are you doing exactly? Because as far as I'm concerned, based on what the athletes are saying, it's nothing. You know what I mean? But anyway, trackies, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I'm clearly distraught listening to this. I'm upset. I'm frustrated. You know, especially given what I saw this morning. I'm just over it at this particular point, over the support that these people are giving our athletes. And it's time for change. I couldn't care less who is sitting in the position. It is time for change, and we need to demand change. Let me know your thoughts. Like the video, of course, and subscribe to the channel. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.